Hi, everybody. We are nearing the end, and I just wanted to make sure that as you try to finish up, you are crystal clear on the expectations for the final week. I know a lot of people are behind and have some ground to make up, but let's just talk briefly about deadlines. As you know, I've been fairly lenient throughout this entire course. Most people have taken advantage of that, and I'm not sure that's a good thing because a lot of people have fallen behind. But at any rate, you have until Tuesday at 3 o'clock to submit Unit 4 and Unit 5. After that, the Dropbox closes. And unless you're speaking with me directly, they will not reopen. And that would be in the form of credit rescue, which we'll talk about briefly in a second. The deadline to submit culminating is at 1 p.m. on Wednesday because I need time to mark it and submit marks for Friday report cards. So that's pretty straightforward. Second of all, message me for credit rescue. There's two types of credit rescue. If you have if you're just trying to get a 50% in the course, I'm going to suggest a certain amount of work. If you're trying to get 35% because you're so far behind, but you would like to be able to recover this credit eventually, um, you know, when you reach out to me, I'm going to look at what you've done so far and which one is more realistic, and we will come up with a plan. Feedback schedule. There's a lot of marking I have not gotten back to you, mostly just because, again, people submit fairly late. So I still have to work through Unit 3 well after it was due on July 13th. So by the end of Monday, everyone should have their Unit 4 assignments, the October news report back Tuesday, Unit 5, and then Thursday I will hope to mark the culminating, which you submitted on Wednesday, and be able to give you your final mark heading into the second half of the summer. So that's what I want to say about that. In terms of the culminating, remember, first of all, I didn't put it here, this is 30% of your mark. That is a lot of your mark. So you can make up a lot of ground if you're behind, if you do a good job on that. As always, go to Unit 6, Activity 1, read the success criteria, and always follow the rubric because that is what guides all online learning. Since I don't get to teach lessons and you don't have the pleasure of sitting with me or the advantage of sitting with me and understanding what my own success criteria looks like. But the assignment is basically to look at one of three questions, not all three, just one. And these are: to what degree is Canada a country to be proud of? Is Canada a better country now than it was before? What is my place in Canadian history? And then the way you're going to answer that depends on you. You can write a formal essay if you want, but you can also do all sorts of other products that could take any form. You could come up with a podcast. You could create a website. You could do it skit format like on TikTok with many voices. You could use a Prezi presentation. If you're not sure and not comfortable, you can always just send me a message and be like, hey, sir, I thought I'd try this. What do you think? And I'll give you my honest opinion. I'm open to pretty much anything, but a few things. One, whatever medium you use, the sourcing has to happen. um, you need to do a little bit of research here. There's two main types of sourcing. You can either use MLA or Chicago style sourcing. Historians usually use Chicago, but I think it doesn't really matter to me. I just want you to get used to using one or the other. You can focus on the course content because we've covered a lot of ground in a very short amount of time. If you're going to use extensions and go, looking on Google, YouTube, including other forms, other sources, good for you. But remember, you don't have that much time to cover a lot of material. So stick with your course content to begin with, and maybe have a few extensions. That's it for now. Always message me if you have any questions, and I'll definitely have some office hours on Monday and Tuesday, probably between 10 and 11, for you to get online and discuss with me if you feel like it. Most of you have not used those hours, but this would be a good time to start. And that's it. Thanks for a great course so far, and good luck the rest of the way.